welcome to my channel. I'm Anya and today I'm going to take you through beginner's Vinyasa flow. So if you've never done yoga or if you've never done a Vinyasa class or you think that you're not flexible enough to do yoga, you should definitely join and I promise you will be fine and you will feel great afterwards. I'm going to go through things very slowly so that you get a good understanding of what's going on. But what I would really want you to focus on in this practice is to try to link the movement with your breath. So for me, breath is the most important part of yoga, which really brings us to the present moment. And in fact, Vinyasa translates into flowing with the breath. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, enough talking and let's practice. We're going to begin in wide-legged child's pose. So bringing the knees to the edges of the mat, toes together, and then lower your hips down towards your heels. Release your arms forward and rest your head on the mat. And feel free to close your eyes just for a few moments to arrive to our body and to arrive to our breath. Noticing how you feel. Is there any tension in the body or any tightness? And trying to soften. Softening your hips, softening your shoulders. And just feeling your hips sinking more and more towards your heels. With each inhale, feeling your ribcage expanding and gently falling as you exhale. And just observing this natural flow of your body as you breathe. Just a few more nice deep breaths here. Now start to look forward, reach your arms forward, spread your fingers wide and take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And now start to lift your hips up, coming into our tabletop position. So bringing the wrist as wide as the shoulders and under the shoulders, knees under the hips, hip distance apart, and few gentle cat and cow stretches here. Inhale, drop the belly, look up, draw the shoulder blades back, and exhale, round the spine, separate the shoulders, draw the belly in. Inhale, drop the belly, draw the shoulder blades back. So starting to mobilize our spine and our shoulders. Exhale, push the mat away, chin to chest, separate the shoulders. And inhale, drop the belly, draw the shoulder blades back. Exhale, round the spine, separate the shoulders. One more time like this. Inhale. And exhale, round the spine. And I'll bring the spine back to neutral. Now engage the core, so pull the belly in and reach the right leg back. Trying to keep the hips at the same level. Now as you inhale, lengthen through your right toes. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Deep breath in and breathe out. Bring the knee to your nose, round the spine. Press the mat away, rounding the space between your shoulders. And bring that heel closer to your bum. One more breath here. And now using the strength of your core, step that foot through in between your hands. So if you get stuck here and you can't bring your foot forward, just grab it and place it forward. Now lift the left knee off the mat. Lengthen through that left heel. So trying to activate our left leg, so the left leg is nice and strong. Now reach the right arm up, look up, simple twist. Notice your right shoulder and bring it away from the ear, opening the chest up to the ceiling. And inhale, lengthen your fingers up. And exhale, release your palm down. Drop the left knee down, untuck your toes, and bring palms to your hips. So coming into our low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Now squaring the hips forward here, send your tailbone forward and feel your hips sinking down. So getting into our left hip flexors here, you should be feeling a nice stretch. Now inhale, reach your arms up, look up, and exhale, palms to the heart. And again, inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, palms to the heart. One more time like this. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, palms to the heart. And release your palms down. Step back to your tabletop position. Now spread your fingers wide, shift the chest forward so that your shoulders come in front of the wrist. Hug your elbows in and start to lower your chin, chest, and then belly down with control. Press feet to the mat, activate your knees and your thighs. Palms are under the shoulders, hug elbows to the body. And we're going to inhale, lifting the chest up into Cobra. And now look over your right shoulder. And exhale, release. Inhale, lift the chest up, look over your left shoulder. And exhale, release. Now inhale up to center. And exhale, release. Now as you inhale, push the mat away, coming back into our tabletop position. Checking our alignment, so bringing our palms under the shoulders, shoulder distance apart, knees under the hips, hip distance apart. Now reach the left leg back, pull the belly in, keeping those hips at the same level. Now inhale, lengthen through the toes and through the crown of your head. And exhale, bring the knee to your nose, round the spine. Press the mat away and bring that left heel closer to your bum. One more breath. And now using the strength of your core, try to bring the foot in between your hands. If that's impossible, just grab the foot and place it forward. Now lift the right knee off the mat and lengthen through that back heel, activating the leg. And reach the left arm up, look up, simple twist. Notice your left shoulder, bring it away from the ear so that you can twist the chest open to the ceiling. And inhale, lengthen your fingertips up. And exhale, release your left palm down. Drop the right knee down, untuck your toes, and bring palms to your hips. Coming into our low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Square your hips forward, draw the belly in, and send your tailbone forward. And feel the hips sinking down. So now getting into our right hip flexors, you should be feeling a nice stretch here. On your next inhale, reach your arms up, look up, and exhale, palms to the heart. And again, inhale, reach up, and exhale, palms to the heart. One more time like this. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, palms to the heart. And release your palms down to the mat. Step back to the tabletop position. Spread your fingers wide. Shift the chest forward so that shoulders come in front of the wrists. Hug elbows in and start to lower your chin, chest, and belly down with control. activate your legs. So pressing your feet to the mat, activating knees and your thighs. Now interlace the fingers behind your back, and as you inhale, lift the chest up, coming into locust pose. See if you can lift the chest even higher. And exhale, release. Bring palms under your shoulders, hug elbows in, and inhale into cobra, lift the chest up. And exhale, lower. Now as you inhale, push the mat away, coming through the tabletop. Now tuck your toes under, spread those fingers wide and point your tailbone up. Now send your hips all the way up and back, coming into our downward facing dog. So our palms are shoulder distance apart, our feet are hip distance apart in downward facing dog. Now if your heels don't touch the ground and your spine is rounded, make sure you bend your knees. So the whole point is finding the length through the spine, pointing your tailbone and your sit bones up and bringing the chest closer to your thighs. And then over time you can work on bringing your heels down, but it doesn't really matter at the moment. What matters is finding that length through the spine. Pull the belly in. And now start to walk your feet out. So bending one knee and the other knee. Following the breath. So inhaling, lifting one heel off the mat and exhaling the other heel. Nice deep breaths to the whole body. Getting a nice stretch in those legs. And now start to walk your feet forward towards your hands. Soften the knees and bring your feet hip distance apart. Now grab the opposite elbows and just let go of your head, let go of the shoulders, and start to swing the body from side to side. And shifting the weight from one foot to another foot. And again, following the breath. So inhaling to one side and exhaling to the other side. Getting a nice release in your upper body. And coming back to center, release your arms down. Now as you inhale, bring palms to your shins, straighten your legs and send your heart forward. So imagine having a flat back and lengthening through the crown of your head. Take a deep inhale. Try to bring the shoulders away from the ears. And now as you exhale, round the spine, soften the knees. And again, inhale, flat back. Now straighten the legs, palms to your shins. Send your heart forward. And exhale, round the spine, soften the knees. And now start to come all the way up, trying to keep the spine straight. Reach your arms up. And exhale, palms to the heart. So coming into our mountain pose, Tadasana. And in Tadasana, we want to activate our knees and our thighs. Pull the belly in, soften the shoulders. And now notice your toes and lift them off the mat just for a few moments. And now press them back down. So rooting our feet to the ground, standing nice and tall. Now we're going to inhale, reaching our arms up, look up, and exhale, swan dive forward, keeping the spine straight, and then round, soft bend the knees. Inhale, flat back, heart forward, and exhale, bring palms to the mat, and step back to the plank. So in the plank, we're going to press the mat away, rounding the space between the shoulders, lengthen through the heels, pull the belly in, so everything is active. Don't let your hips sink down. Spreading our fingers wide. And just 2 more deep rounded breaths here, building that core strength. And now shift the body forward so that shoulders come in front of the wrist. Hug elbows to the body, and feel free to drop the knees down or keep them lifted for extra challenge, and start to lower slowly down with control. Chaturanga. Coming onto our belly, and press your feet down to the mat. Hug elbows in, inhale into cobra, lift the chest up. And exhale, lower. Now, as you inhale, we're going to lift our knees and our thighs off the mat, lift the chest up. So coming into our upward facing dog, activating our knees and thighs. And just take a moment to feel the shoulders sinking back, opening the chest. And take a deep inhale into open chest. Now, as you exhale, using the strength of your core, send your hips all the way up and back, coming into downward facing dog. And again, making sure you soft bend those knees, point your sit bones and tailbone up, finding the length through the spine. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Now, as you inhale, lift the right leg up and try to keep the hips squared to the mat, either pointing or flexing your foot, whatever feels best. So it doesn't matter how high you lift that leg. What matters is trying to keep the hips squared to the mat. On your next exhale, bring the knee to your nose. Round the spine, press the mat away, and bring the heel closer to your bum. And then step the foot through in between your hands. Again, if you need to take 2 steps to do that, that's okay. Now drop the back foot at 45 degrees. And reach your arms up, inhale, coming into warrior 1. So bending into our right knee, but making sure it doesn't go in front of your right ankle. So trying to keep it in line. Now square your hips forward, draw the belly in, and press your left big toe to the mat. Reaching our arms up, softening the shoulders. Warrior 1. Now reach your arms to the sides, opening the chest. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, reach your arms forward, round the spine. And inhale, open the chest. And exhale, round. And again, inhale, reach your arms wide. And exhale, round the spine. Now, as you inhale, reach the arms up again. And exhale, release palms to the mat. And step back to your plank. 2 deep rounded breaths here. Press the mat away, lengthen through the heels, pull the belly in. Look just in front of the mat. And now shift the body forward and chaturanga. Hug elbows in And feel free to drop the knees down. Inhale, lift the chest up into cobra. And exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Knees and thighs over the mat. And exhale, squeeze the core in, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Now left leg comes up, inhale. And again, trying to square your hips down to the mat. So either pointing, flexing your foot, whatever feels best. And it doesn't matter how high you can bring that leg, but square your hips down to the mat. Deep inhale. And exhale, bring the knee to your nose. Shift the body forward, maybe coming to those right tippy toes. Press the mat away, rounding the space in between your shoulders, and bring the heel closer to your bum. And then step the foot through in between your hands. Now drop the back foot at 45 degrees and reach your arms up. Warrior one. Now bending into our left knee here, but making sure the knee doesn't go in front of your left ankle. Square the hips forward, draw the belly in, and press your right big toe to the mat. Reaching our arms up, softening the shoulders. Now reach your arms to the sides. Open the chest, deep inhale. And exhale, round the spine, reach your arms forward. And inhale, open the chest. And exhale, round. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Now reach your arms back up again. Inhale. And exhale, reach your palms down. Step back to the plank. And 2 deep breaths here. Strong core. Now shift the body forward. Chaturanga. Feel free to drop the knees down. Hug elbows to the body with control. Lower down. Inhale into cobra. And exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Knees and thighs off the mat. And exhale, downward facing dog, using the strength of your core. And inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Now drop the knees down to the mat, coming into child's pose. Releasing your head down to the mat, feeling your hips sinking towards your heels. Just letting go of all the efforts and finding your breath. Just 2 more nice deep breaths here. And then look forward. Start to reach your arms forward, spread your fingers wide. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And send your hips all the way up and back, coming into downward facing dog. Now start to paddle out your feet, walking out your feet. And walk your feet forward towards your hands. Now bring your feet as wide as the mat. Soft bend the knees, and we're going to slide the palms under our feet. So feel free to bend the knees as much as you need to here, because the whole idea of this pose is to press our toes into our wrists. So really bending into those knees. And now we're going to inhale, lengthening the spine forward. Sending the heart forward. And as you exhale, bend your elbows to the sides and bring the belly closer to your thighs. Letting go of your head, your upper body. And again, as you inhale, lengthen the spine forward, send your heart forward, and exhale, bend the elbows to the sides and bring the belly closer to your thighs. And now see if you can swing the body gently from side to side, so putting some movement into this pose. Keep pressing your toes into your wrists, maybe gently straightening one leg and then bending the other knee, and just flowing from side to side. And then coming back to center, release the palms from under your feet. And we're going to sit down on the mat. Stretch your legs forward. Now bring your legs together, your feet together. And we're going to make sure that we can feel our sit bones grounded on the mat. So feel free to scoop the flesh out from underneath your bottom. Now pull the belly in, sitting nice and tall, lengthening the spine up to the ceiling. And now inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, trying to keep the spine straight, forward fold. And it doesn't matter how low you can bring your head here and round the spine. What matters is with each inhale, lengthening forward, and exhale, taking deeper, finding that connection between the belly and your thighs, even if it's just a very subtle movement. Notice the outer edges of your feet and try to bring them towards you. That should make the stretch a little bit more intense. And again, inhale, lengthen the chest forward, lengthen the spine. And exhale, take it deeper. Really try to keep the stretch active and following our breath. One more time like this. Inhale. Now as you exhale, take it as deep as you can. And gently release. Now bring the palms behind your back and take a gentle back bend. Release your head back. And release. Now we're going to bend our right knee, keeping the left leg straight, and bring that right foot over your left leg. Bring the right palm behind your back and inhale, reach the right arm up, look up, lengthen the spine. And exhale, bring the left elbow over your right knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine again. And exhale, take a twist, look over your right shoulder. So we're trying to gently press that left elbow against our right thigh, deepening the twist. And with each inhale, keep lengthening the spine up. And with each exhale, take it deeper. One more deep inhale, lengthen. And exhale, take it deeper. And gently release. And let's take it to the other side. So stretch the right leg forward, bend the left knee, and bring that left foot over your right leg. Left palm is behind our back, and right arm reaches up. Inhale. And exhale, bring the right elbow over your left thigh. And again, inhale, lift the chest up. And exhale, look over your left shoulder. Deepen the twist. gently pressing that right elbow against your left thigh. And with each inhale, lengthening the spine up. And with each exhale, deepening the twist. One more deep inhale. And exhale, release. Now we're going to lie down on the mat and setting it up for the bridge pose. So bringing our feet and our knees hip distance apart, bringing your fingertips to touch your heels. And start to lift your hips up, roll the shoulder blades under, take a bind with your hands, and now squeeze those glutes, press the hips even higher, lift the chest higher, and imagine squeezing those glutes and those thighs inwards towards each other, but they remain hip distance apart. And again, inhale, lift the chest even higher. One more deep, nice breath. Now release the bind with your hands and come up onto your tippy toes. So lift the heels off the mat. And with your heels lifted, we're going to start bringing our spine down, vertebra by vertebra. Then bringing our hips down. And then release your heels down. Now hug your knees to chest. And reach the arms to the sides, creating a T shape. Now from here, we're going to drop our knees to the left and look over your right shoulder. So you're coming into supine twist. Trying to keep both shoulders grounded on the mat. Feel free to close your eyes. Just letting the body soften into this stretch. Sending deep breaths to the spine. And one more deep, nice breath. And bring the knees back up to center. And now drop them to the right and look over your left shoulder. Trying to keep both shoulders grounded on the mat. And just letting the body relax into the stretch. Maybe closing your eyes. And sending deep breaths to the whole body. One more breath. And then bring the knees back up to center. Hug them in. And from here we're going to release our legs forward, coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. So bringing the legs as wide as the mat, releasing arms along your body, palms facing up, and gently close your eyes. Just feeling your toes falling to the sides without any effort. Softening your facial muscles. Softening through the cheekbones, your jaw, your eyes, and your lips. bringing the tongue away from the roof of your mouth. And feeling the air traveling through the whole body, reaching all the way to the tips of your fingers and all the way to the tips of your toes. Just letting the body absorb all the good things which you've just done for it. And feel free to stay here for as long as you need to. But whenever you're ready, we're going to wiggle our fingers, wiggle our toes, and then drop the head from side to side, and bring the knees to chest. And now turn your body to the right. Noticing the pressure on the right side of our nervous system. Still with your eyes closed, slowly start to come up to the seating position. Crisscross your legs and bring the palms to the heart center. Sitting nice and tall, drawing the belly in, lengthening up through the crown of your head and softening the shoulders. Just taking a moment to notice how you feel. And take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Bring palms to your third eye. Namaste. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me in this practice. I would really love to find out how you feel and how your practice went. So it would be amazing if you could leave me a comment below. So like that, I know whether I'm doing something of a value and something that might be helpful and useful for you. So I would be very grateful for that. And hopefully I will see you on the mat soon in the next video. Thank you and bye for now.